Dear friends, it is a great honor to join you today to remember those who perished in the Holocaust, to honor the survivors, and to reflect on how, by preserving the historic memory of this unfathomable tragedy, we can build better, more resilient societies free of hate. B'nai B'rith has been an important interlocutor for the European Union in our joint fight against anti-Semitism. And I wish to commend your efforts to honor and preserve the memory of the Shoah, and your advocacy for advancing Jewish and humanitarian causes across the world. Remembering the millions of Jewish men, women, and children, and the many other victims of the Nazi regime and their collaborators is our solemn duty. Anti-Semitism, which has been present in Europe for centuries, led to the Holocaust, but unfortunately did not end with it. Today, once again, this scourge is worryingly on the rise. Since the start of the pandemic, we have seen a spike in Holocaust denial and distortion. The virus of anti-Semitism has spiraled in the form of conspiracy myths and disinformation on social media, and also shockingly in the streets of many European cities during many anti-vax demonstrations. If left unchallenged, Holocaust distortion nourishes anti-Semitism, polarization, and dangerous form of nationalism. It constitutes a major and existential threat to our societies, and we should not take our democracies for granted. We need to protect our societies from any attempts to rewrite history and support open and independent research on all aspects of the Holocaust. At the same time, we must step up our efforts to fight anti-Semitism in all its forms, using the definition of the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance as our starting point. Anti-Semitism is incompatible with Europe's core values, with human dignity and human rights, freedom, democracy, and equality, with all that which constitutes our European way of life. The first ever EU strategy on combating anti-Semitism and fostering Jewish life, which I had the honor to present on behalf of the European Commission in October last year, constitutes, I believe, a turning point. It is testament to our commitment to ensure that Jewish life continues to thrive in Europe and beyond. Our strategy comprises three pillars: preventing and combating all forms of anti-Semitism, protecting and fostering Jewish life in the EU, and education, research, and Holocaust remembrance. The EU also wants to lead the way globally, using all available tools to call on partner countries and international organizations to take action against anti-Semitism. Through our external cooperation, we will be financially supporting actions that combat anti-Semitism and that safeguard and revitalize Jewish heritage across the world. We will also work more closely with Israel, a key partner for us here in the European Union, including in the global fight against anti-Semitism. Dear friends, you pertinently chose to put in focus of today's discussion the importance of mainstreaming Holocaust remembrance across the whole of society, government, civil society, business, and cultural figures. We are facing major challenges now that the last Holocaust survivors are leaving us. We have entered a new digital era, and Europe is becoming more multi-ethnic and diverse. We therefore must find new ways of remembrance, and we are fully determined to do so. As outlined in our strategy, we will support the creation of a network of places where the Holocaust happened, such as hiding places, deportation points, and Jewish heritage sites all over Europe. Together with local communities, we want to allow citizens and visitors to retrace the centuries of Jewish presence throughout our continent and to realize that the Holocaust is not the history of someone else. It is our history. We have made Holocaust Remembrance a funding priority through our Citizens, Equality, Remembrance and Values program, setting a dedicated budget of 8 million euros for this year. In addition, we will support the creation of a European research hub on contemporary anti-Semitism to complement Holocaust research. And another crucial aspect is, of course, education, where our support will focus on training teachers and empowering them to address anti-Semitism and Holocaust in the classroom. We will continue to raise awareness amongst the wider population on countering distortion on the Holocaust through the #ProtectTheFacts campaign, and we are working on a broader awareness raising campaign to increase knowledge and understanding about Jewish life among the general public, always in close cooperation with Jewish communities. Reaching out to a younger generation of Europeans and taking advantage of this year, 2022, being designated as the European Year of Youth, we will set up a network of young ambassadors, young Europeans who will be called to promote Holocaust remembrance. And of course, we are stepping up action to address anti-Semitism online and fight anti-Semitic cyber hate. To that respect, we are cooperating closely with industry and IT companies so that we're able to enhance the role of trusted flaggers and fact-checkers, and also prevent the illegal display and sale of Nazi-related symbols, memorabilia, and literature online. Dear friends, these efforts combined have the potential to fundamentally transform mindsets and attitudes and bring us closer to a future free from anti-Semitism. But the success of all these initiatives will mainly depend on mobilizing all parts of our society. Combating anti-Semitism is a shared responsibility, one that requires action at every level of government. EU institutions, agencies, member states, our international partners, Jewish organizations and communities, human rights and civil society actors all have a role to play in achieving what we have traced in the strategy. Europe thrives in its diversity. Europe thrives when our Jewish communities also are able to thrive in it. This is a battle that we are determined to win. Thank you.